everybody, this is Kathy, and I'm here today with a sweet project that I saw on Frou-Frou's channel. And she has a series that's called I Saw It on Pinterest, and she got the idea from Pinterest. I've made it my own, made some adaptations a little bit, and here I am to share it with you. It's an envelope journal or folder, and here's what it looks like. This is a flap that opens up. I have a little tag / little pockets here. This opens up to reveal a pocket with something inside. Then I made another little pocket with actually a little booklet. Close that. In the very center, there's another pocket. If you turn it over, on the back, there's a belly band with a tag. And inside, there's another pocket flap with a pocket here and a pocket here. And that's what we're going to make today. Doesn't take a lot of materials, so let's get started. I'm using an 8.5 by 11 piece of vintage style snippets coffee dyed lace paper, and you can use any sort of scrapbook paper or copy paper that you'd like. I'm going to start out by measuring up 4 inches because I want 4 inches. That's how big I want it to be. We're going to start off there and start off there. So I'm going to fold on that little mark. And I'm going to use a bone folder. So you'll need 1 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and then I'm also using 2 pieces of 8 by 8 cardstock. One that we'll use for flaps, and the other we'll use for some pockets and such. Okay, I like this side, which is the better side. And what I'm doing is I'm making my own envelope. Now, if you have a business size envelope, you can certainly use that. I just found that it saves me quite a bit of paper if I use paper that's already decorated. I'm going to take the top and I'm going to fold it down, and that creates the flap. Just like that. I want to fold it all the way down. Just like that. And I'm going to fold the whole thing in half. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off about, let's see, probably about 1.5 inches. Maybe about 1 inch from the edge. I'm going to use my cutter because otherwise I know I won't get it straight. So save that in case we use it. Okay, so now I have what looks like a kind of a straight edge business size envelope. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the ends. Like that. And I'm going to, on the fold line, I'm going to cut it up the fold line on the flap so that I end up with something that looks like that. I'm going to fold that in half, and I'm going to round the corners. Well, that didn't work. Sometimes when the paper's too thin, actually it's because this is in the way. Just ever so slightly, rounding the corners on the smaller end. Okay. So, I have it like this. I cut up the center. Now I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to add glue to the bottom and the sides. Sides, the bottom, if you've never watched Frou-Frou's channel, please visit it. She's an amazing collager, decorator. She really has a beautiful style and does such nice work. It's really fun to watch. Okay, so now I have something that looks like this. Under one flap, I have a pocket. In the center, I have a pocket. And under the other flap, I have a pocket. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a flap. So I'm going to take one of my pieces of 8x8 paper and I cut it in half. So I have a piece that measures 4 by 8, another piece that measures 4 by 8. And the reason I made it this 4 inches was so that I could make 2 pieces out of one piece of, 2 flaps out of one piece of cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to overlap the cardstock over the envelope by about 1/2 inch. That's going to serve as my hinge. Then I'm going to take the rest of the paper and fold it along the back like this. And do that same thing to the front. And I'm going to ink it. And then I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to cut this off. And I'm just going to cut the corners off of the hinge like that. Save that piece. Now I'm going to use this as a template for the other piece. And again, I'm going to fold this and add a little bit of ink so that I can see it. Next thing I'm going to do is similar to how I did the first prototype that I made. I want a photo in there. So I'm going to take my flap and I'm going to use a 3-inch circle punch. I'm going to create a frame, just like that. I'll take some more ink. Okay. And I'm going to try to find some photos that will work. That's kind of a cute one. These are snapshots by Tim Holtz. Oh, I kind of like this one. Yeah, I think I'll use that one. So I'm going to glue around the circle. This is going to go in like this. And just like that. And I'm going to clip off the picture. And I also want to cover the back of the picture. I think I'm going to use this piece. Okay, I'm going to bring back my envelope and I'm going to glue this side of the flap. And that's my hinge. And I want to make sure I line it up as close as I can. Okay. I think that works. I'm going to put on the other flap. And that was this one. And on this one, I'm simply gluing it. I'm not going to put a photo in it. Lining it up again as best I can. And I'm going to just trim this a bit. And trim this one. Okay, so let's see what we can use on here. I have a box of stuff. I think I want to use some flowers. I like that. It kind of gives it a 3D effect. So we're going to use those. Sorry about that. My dog, again, gets so frustrating. Much as I love him. Okay, I like that. I have some sentiments. How about cherish? see. Pretty stamps. Right. I like this one. Always better together. Let's see if I have a little piece of fabric or ribbon. Yeah, why not? Our glitter glue works on everything. Okay. And let's go to the center. Let's see, I can have a pocket here. Maybe a little side, little thingamabobber. Add a notch. Shut that. Put that there. Add some little tidbits. Okay. Here, keeping with the flower theme, should probably go on the back. And perhaps a little pamphlet. And with some paper. And we'll glue that right in there. It's just a little accordion folded paper. Let me cover that up. Trim it. And that's going to go right there. And we're going to glue around the sides and the bottom to create another little pocket. And okay, next. So pretty. I don't mind that that sticks up. Actually, I'll put it down here. Put that inside. Okay, back here, I think I'm going to put a butterfly. And perhaps a use this as a belly band. Actually, put it in with an eyelet. Okay. Let me find a little piece of paper. I can cover up the circles. I mean, cover up the, you know what I mean. Using up old things that I've taken out of other journals that I've made. Okay. A few things in there. That might be cute. Let's see what we have. Maybe a little embellishment up here. I don't have anything at my fingertips right now. Maybe just a little color. Okay. Do something there. Okay. And something in the very center. Do I have anything that fit? A little pocket. And we'll add that. Save this. That could go there. There we go. And I think that wraps it up. I hope that you will try to make one of these, or will make one of these. They're a lot of fun, and I think they add so much interest to your journal. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Frou-Frou for her idea. You all have a great one. Bye.